Welcome to Video 2, Connecting and Controlling GoPros in Livestream. Once both TP-Links and GoPros are connected, we can configure them for recording in Livestream Studio. Livestream Studio is a desktop video switcher and controller that can record or stream multiple remote cameras. It works similar to standard live television broadcast control panels. Insert the Livestream Studio dongle into the laptop before opening Livestream software. It's a red USB dongle labeled Studio. Do not lose this dongle. It is the Livestream Premium account. Without it plugged in, Livestream will default to free account mode, and you will only have access to one remote camera and no recording functions. Open Livestream Studio from the laptop desktop screen or taskbar. Let's take a quick look at the Livestream interface to get you familiar with menus and panels you will need to connect, configure, and record your testing setup. The middle menu bar below the Preview and Program windows holds the audio mixer and remote camera tabs. Below that is the Source panel. The Source panel corresponds with selected tabs above. This is where we will connect the GoPros to Livestream. To the right is the GFX menu tabs. This is where we can configure layout for picture-in-picture and text labeling before setup is sent to Preview. Above and to the right is the Push and Pull panel. This will allow us to push and pull cameras or GFX setups in and out of the Preview or Program windows. Above the Push and Pull panel, in the top right corner, you will see the Settings button indicated by the gear icon. Here you can configure the number of remote input cameras, as well as set output recording options. Finally, in the top left, you will see the Stream and Record button. We will not be using the Stream function. Recording will be covered after the setup is established. Let's start by connecting the GoPros to the remote camera inputs in Livestream on the middle menu bar. Select Remote Cam 1. You will see the two GoPros that are connected to the Source panel below. If you don't see connected GoPros in the Source panel, please watch Video 1 and follow the setup steps. Select Hero 4 Black 10.5.5.100. The camera will connect to the Remote Cam input. Follow the same process for Remote Cam 2 input. Select Remote Cam 2 tab, then select Hero 4 Black 10.5.5.101. This should be the only camera available. If there is no remote camera tab in Livestream, open the settings from under the gear icon in the top right and use the Input tab on the left to add and set up remote cameras. Once both cameras are connected, you will see a thumbnail of your two cameras above the middle menu bar. Use the pan-tilt remotes to rotate and tilt cameras in the testing setup area to desired framing. Now let's move to the GFX1 tab and panel. Use GFX1 to configure remote cam's picture-in-picture and on-screen text graphics. Double-click the GFX1 Layer 1 window or select the button with the paintbrush icon to open and edit the GFX Designer panel. Each camera has its own window inside the GFX1 panel. Select the window you want to edit. A white bounding box will appear around the selected window, and an icon will appear at the bottom or top depending on the placement. Select the gear icon to access the window settings. Here you can change the remote camera source for the window and other settings. You can resize, crop, and move windows for desired GFX1 setup. Text can also be added and edited. Select the text box to make changes. The text box also has a white bounding box and settings under the gear icon. Here you can change text font, color, and size. To edit text, double-click the text in the text box until the text is highlighted. Make changes to the text. When you have the text you want, you can resize or move the window wherever you see fit. Once the GFX1 is configured, you can close the panel to save changes. There is now a GFX1 thumbnail above the GFX1 tab. Single-click it to bring the GFX1 to the preview window. Double-click it to move it into the program window. Single-clicking any thumbnail from the remote cameras will place it in the preview window. When your desired setup is configured, select Push from the top right controls to bring your setup to the program window. Whatever video, image, audio, or graphic is in the program window is what will be recorded. You can use the push and pull features to switch between cameras or GFX setups while recording is in progress. Various transitions can be set up prior to recording. Push and pull controls are similar to standard live television broadcast controls. To learn more about push and pull panel and other features, see the Livestream PDF located in the All GoKit info folder located on the laptop's desktop. Let's now move to the audio mixer and set up the audio feed. There are multiple audio channels already connected. They're grayed out but moving. These are audio from the GoPros and the GFX1. You want to choose only one audio track to record. To enable the audio, select the speaker icon from under the volume slider for the track you want to hear. The audio will now turn green, and the audio button has a yellow halo. Select the audio button again until it has a red halo. Move down to the end of the row of sliders to the Stream Out slider. Select the speaker button and headphone button below the slider. The slider will now turn green and be active. You should hear the audio from the remote camera. You can choose other remote cameras or the GFX1 panel as the source audio. Whatever audio is active in the Stream Out slider will be what is recorded. With your program window ready, you're almost ready to record. One last step before we hit the record button. You want to set up your recording settings before you start. Access the settings panel under the gear icon in the top right. Select recording from the tabs on the left. From here, you can set the recording location on the laptop. It's set to default to the videos folder. You might want to make a folder for recordings and save your videos there. ISO recording options relate to what window or remote camera you are recording. Selecting Program Dirty will record exactly what you see in the program window in one video. You can select to record all of your cameras if all angles are needed. This is not recommended. If the other options are selected, be aware that this will increase the file size of your video files by creating a separate video for all cameras selected. This will diminish the size available on the laptop's hard drive. Under the timecode option, Relative to Start is the recommended setting. When you're satisfied with your recording setup, select Save. Now you're ready to record. The Record button is on the top left next to the Stream button. Streaming is not allowed due to IT security issues, so recording is your only option. Select Record and the recording will start immediately. The button turns red and now reads Recording. You will see a counter start counting down the time duration of your recording. The gray counter to the right of that is how much space is left on the laptop's hard drive. When you're finished recording, select the recording button and the recording will stop. Every time you select Record, a folder is created for each instance of recording. Videos are stored on the laptop's hard drive in the Videos folder or to wherever you set them to go in the recording settings. If you choose to record the program window only, you will see a folder with a date, and inside there will be one video. If you chose to record other angles, there will be one video per camera selected. Play with the setups in the GFX window and arrange the cameras using the pan-tilt heads to get the setup that works best for your testing. Watch video 3 to learn more about adding mobile devices and computer desktops as remote cameras.